Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Yes. My name's Alitherah. I'm a Brachiosaurus. I saw your wanted poster that you wanted a dinosaur model, so, I thought maybe I'd try my luck. It's lovely to meet you, finally in person. Well, in the aspect of one artist to another, I've seen your work and you're very talented. Of course I mean it. I don't just say things like that lightly. You really do have a very unique talent, and your art medium that you use is quite remarkable. But, I'm not here today as an artist. I'm here as a model. So, I'll do whatever it is you ask of me, within reason, of course, but, what type of poses would you like me to do? Oh, thank you. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to wear for the modeling, but I figured something a little kind of fantasy aesthetic with an artist's twist. I don't know if that makes sense. But yes. Lovely garden you chose for a background. I can see the inspiration, why the muses come and sing to you from all angles of this garden. Oh, you need to have fruit and water. May I have a drink, please? Thank you. Anyway, but, I hope you'll be satisfied with my work, and of course I plan to do the very best I can to model for you. So, Oh, well, I will do anything within reason, but I'm very modest when it comes to the more daring forms. But I have a swimsuit on underneath my my dress, so if you wanted to, you could draw me in the swimsuit. All right. So what kind of pose would you like me to do first? Oh, you want me to do that pose? Very statuesque. I think I can do it. Like this? Alright. Just let me know when you're done. Or when we're taking a break. So, how long have you been in the community of artists? Oh, I see. So technically in that aspect, you're my senior. I recently have come into this realm of artistry, but people seem to enjoy my work, so I'm not really complaining. Oh yes, I'm not the only dinosaur out here. There are quite a few of us. I think there's a T-Rex nearby. She's interesting. I mean, It's certainly odd, to say the very least, because, in this day and age, we don't have to go hunting for our food, and we don't have to go about, eating each other, so it's interesting. She's a nice enough girl, but, I'm not inviting her over for tea or anything. Besides, she seems to enjoy her life out in the forest. So, I'm not going to try and push my luck with her. It's very warm out today. It's a very beautiful spring day. Even with the cool from the fountain and the cool of the shade, the sunlight's coming into the garden and it warms my skin. It makes me happy. Is it hard being a Brachiosaur? Sometimes. My height, I'm 8 feet tall and my neck's kind of freakishly long. It's a little hard to see, but if I pull my hair back all the way, if I have it like up in a ponytail, then you can see that it's longer than most human necks. And then of course my tail sometimes gets in the way, and so I usually try and wrap it around my waist. But, with how thick it is, sometimes it just can't be helped. I'm not complaining, though. I get the interspecies exchange bill is fairly new, and there's still some things that are being tested out. It's a learning experience for everyone, but it's fun. So tell me, from one artist to another, what artistic mediums do you use? Like, what instruments do you use? Are you pencils, paints, charcoals, pottery, glass? What is your art style like? Come on, you can tell me. I'm not going to judge, I promise. Oh, I see. So you're sort of a jack of all trades when it comes to art mediums. Me? Well, I know I'm probably going to sound a bit old-fashioned, but I kind of do a little bit of. I suppose my art mediums are a bit ancient, but I dabble in some more modernish aspects. Pencil and paper sort of sketching. I also use markers, what I can afford, but for the most part, I kind of specialize in tapestries, like weaving, and then I've also even painted some pottery. Yeah, I definitely take some inspiration from the various periods that you talk about in history, like the Cretaceous period. I've even heard some people call my artwork post-Xenolithic, which I find flattering. But, everyone has an art medium in which they're proficient in, and I'm willing to try anything once within reason, of course. Well, thank you. I'm happy to help, and I'm glad that I found your wanted poster for art models. I'm happy to inspire the arts in any way possible. Oh, sometimes I make my own clothes when I have the time. Sometimes, though, I'll cheat a little and I'll shop online, or I'll go into some of the malls. just to see if they have anything interesting. Yeah, I kind of use Amazoo a lot. I also use, I can't remember what the other ones were, but yeah. Most of the time, though, I buy old movies and old books. I like the vintage stuff. What are some things that you like? Oh, really? Wow, that's neat. Huh, I don't think I've seen that movie before. Is it any good? Oh, really? Well, if you're inviting me over for a movie night, I'd be down for that. If we're talking about favorite movies, my favorite is Belladonna of Sadness. In fact, I kind of tried styling my hair in a similar way to the main character. You have never seen Belladonna of Sadness before? Well, you're gonna have to come and watch it with me. It's definitely something to keep an open mind about because it's very artistic and very beautiful. And it's very vintage. I love the animation and the story, which the story can often be interpreted in many ways. A lot of people I know who watch it see it from a feminist point of view. I enjoy the story, and honestly, I think it's the story of a woman who, through finding herself and her own powers again, is able to take revenge on those who hurt her. That's one of my interpretations anyway. And I mean, anything can have multiple interpretations if you look at it. That's one of the things I often do with my artwork is when I create, it often has more than one story woven together, and a lot of people walk away with their own interpretations of it. Tell me, do you have any of your artwork in any of the local galleries nearby? Oh, really? I don't think I've seen it then. I'll have to hit up that gallery. It's one of my favorites. Oh, you're done already? If you don't mind me asking, can I see? Oh, wow. Wow. You're you're very, you're a great talent. I love it. It's amazing. I, if you kept, I don't know if you keep your models around, but with how well you've done on this one, I'm almost tempted to apply to you for a job as your personal model. I mean, if you'd have me, I hope you don't think I'm being too forward with such a remark, but you're a great talent. I mean it. Well, thank you for considering it. I appreciate it. And, maybe some other time I can show you some of my artwork. Sorry, the sunlight's so warm on my skin. And, well, I am reptilian, so, you know. I'm almost tempted to take a nap. But I want to finish this job. You said you wanted to draw more than one pose, so I want to fulfill the job at hand. And you did a really good job. You got down all my details, and yet I look foreign in this, like some sort of ancient spirit from ages and worlds long since forgotten in exchange for stardust. Sorry, I guess one of my friends is rubbing off onto me. She's a writer. Yeah, she's a really good writer, but, what, pose would you like me to do next? Oh, a sleeping position? Like this? Laying on the grass, nestled among the flowers? Alright. Then I'll hold this pose while you sketch. And while you sketch, I'll take a nap. Wake me when you're finished, alright? Alright. I'll see you later then, dear human.